Welcome back. So now we're going to talk about enriching stakeholders. See, creating shared value enriches stakeholders, and that's how you move beyond this production possibilities frontier, or move beyond these trade-offs and move that frontier out. So let's look at exactly what a stakeholder map looks like. You've got the corporation is at the center of a variety of competing interests. Now, what Michael Porter is saying is normally in capitalism, you focus almost exclusively on the owners and the managers of the specific corporation. It's all about profit maximization, right? And it's profit maximization at the cost of everybody else. However, using the stakeholder model, or stakeholder theory rather, it depends on which you look at. There's a stakeholder model and there's stakeholder theory. They're very, very similar. If you're more interested in that, check out my business, government, society models and ontologies playlist on my channel, and I think you'll love it. So, look at this corporation in the middle. Well, the people that they interact with are what we call primary stakeholders. You've got like the environment, right? Because we take clean air and water and trees and all that stuff for granted. You've got customers, you've got governments, owners, employees, and suppliers. These are the classic ones. There's way more out there, but I'm just giving a simple diagram here. These are all groups or individuals that are nearly and dearly impacted by the actions of a corporation. Okay? They have a lot of interactions together. That's why we call them primary stakeholders. So what you have to think about is how can I invest in my stakeholders and therefore how can I benefit? Okay? Let's give an example. If a corporation invests in its owners or does right by its owners, or the managers of a corporation do right by its owners, then the owners will have more money to invest back into the corporation. Okay, that's pretty much agency theory in action. But let's say a corporation decides to do training and programs for its employees or invest in the morale of their employees. Well, then the employees can become more productive and therefore do more good for the corporation, and the corporation will generate more profit. This is shared value. Okay? If a corporation invests in its suppliers, you see this all the time in Japan, right? They call it Kairetsu. I should probably write that down. Japanese are really good at this, Kairetsu. So like Mitsubishi, for example, has been using the same spark plug manufacturers like since the end of World War II. They do regular exchanges with their suppliers. So Mitsubishi will send their executives to teach their suppliers better ways of making spark plugs, and spark plug executives will go to Mitsubishi to learn all about what Mitsubishi's true needs are. So by having better suppliers, the suppliers can be more profitable and they can make better products for you, and therefore you also benefit because you invested in your supplier. Okay? By investing in the environment, by maintaining clean water supply, clean air supply, ideally your customers, your employees, etc. can have healthier, more fulfilling lives, and therefore that benefits the bottom line of the customer, or excuse me, the bottom line of the corporation. If you invest in customers, engaging in things like customer education, helping, especially like with food manufacturers, helping customers live healthier lives by buying better food products, for example. Okay, not giving creating junk food and encouraging people to eat it. Okay, then the customers can live healthier lives, and therefore they're more likely to buy your products over the long term. And it also gives you a competitive advantage, right? Because you make better products for the customer. Therefore, the customer will choose your products over maybe your rival companies. And then investing in governments, right? Think about things that are provided by governments. Investing in schools so that you have a more educated working population. Therefore, you can hire better employees. Working with local governments by being a good citizen. Maybe the government can pass better laws that are favorable to the corporation, and therefore the bottom line can be improved, right? That's what we're talking about with creating shared value. It's not just giving money away as a charitable thing. It's making an investment in the stakeholders with the understanding that your bottom line will improve, that you will make more profits as a process. Now, let's look at specifically what this looks like in the next video, the different ways of creating shared value. Let me know what you think of the stakeholder model. Do you find this convincing, or do you like more of the classic economics model of profit, profit, profit? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And you all, as my stakeholders, and by the way, stakeholders, S-T-A-K-E, okay? This is not S-T-E-A-K. You know, some of my students say, well, how would you like your steak held, sir? I'd like it held well done. Thank you very much. No. Okay? So, stakeholders. You all are my stakeholders. So let's create some shared value by hitting that subscribe button. Alright, I'll see you in the next video where we're going to get some specific mechanisms of creating shared value. I'll see you then.